Technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Right to the air is Jackson. James has got it, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and a single gold stripe running from front to back.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Flush to his right. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Mahomes to throw once more. Got it open. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. To throw is Jackson. He's got room past the 30. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Gallup, 30 yards. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that way his quarterback took the ball quickly to him before even down double coverage can react.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Mark Andrews, 35 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That caught by Trimble. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the 5 minutes of the half. The coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep him off the scoreboard here.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Anthony Schwartz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run left with Pollard. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews. His tight end. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Mark Andrews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Phillips now from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Well, now a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 4.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Lockett, the man in motion. On first down, Mahomes. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield. Out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, he's going to find Gallup here complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now it's Jackson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Washington offense stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Final minute now in the third quarter. Jackson will throw again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Gallup. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darren Waller, 54 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 10, here's Jackson again. James has got it, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Jags are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Anthony Schwartz, 59 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's got some space here. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Lamar Jackson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Moore, the man in motion. Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mahomes now on first down. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jags have cut it back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here in week